When creating an assignment in Google Classroom, have you ever wondered if it would be better to mark an assignment as ungraded or give it a small point value? Have you ever had a student turn in work that's blank? The decision of how to grade an assignment ends up making a big difference if you need to return an incomplete assignment to a student. Let's take a look at the differences you would encounter when returning blank work. If you return an ungraded assignment because it is not actually completed, it will return the assignment to the returned work category with a check mark. This can be easily confused with work that is done correctly, which is also given a check mark when returned. If you return a graded assignment with a score of 0 because it is not actually completed, it will return the assignment to the returned work category with a score of 0. This alerts a student they did not score well, but often feels more like a final grade to students. If you return a graded assignment with no score or blank because it is not actually completed, this will return past due assignments to missing or upcoming assignments to assigned. This lets a student know their work is not done. They still need to do the work to earn a score. When creating an assignment, teachers assign a point value. You can enter a numerical value or you can choose ungraded. Ungraded assignments are nice for things that are really more of a to-do list. Let's say that after creating an ungraded assignment, your student does the unthinkable. They turn their work in blank. Ungraded assignments can become problematic if students turn in blank work. You want to alert them that they have not actually completed this assignment, so you return it to them with a message that they need to try again. Their work now moves to your returned section with a check mark and a private comment. But what does a student or parent see when ungraded work is returned to them? Many students do not go any deeper than the Classwork tab when checking for feedback. Although this section provides the least details to students, it does mark completed work as gray and to-do work as blue. But wait, the assignment I returned to them was assignment title, and it's now gray. Ungraded work can only be returned as a check mark, so returning it does not change the color back to blue. There's also no comment notification here, but I know I left them a comment. Unfortunately, the Classwork tab only shows class comment notifications, not private comments to students. To view their grade details, students need to click on the name of the assignment to expand. Then they must click View Assignment to see any comments. Finally, they can read the comment you left asking them to complete the work correctly. All students see the word returned here, and this often makes students who completed the work correctly think they missed something and have to try again. A more detailed area for your students to look for feedback on their work is the very small View Your Work button at the top of the Classwork page. Here, students can see all of their work, the grade, and a comment icon if there is a private comment to them. They can organize this list by selecting a category on the left. Notice that the assignment we are practicing with still shows a check mark, which makes it seem like everything is good to go. The only way they would know there is a problem is to notice the comment icon and click to view. This assignment is also categorized in the return section, not the missing work. If I choose to add a grade to the assignment, what changes? You can add a point value to an assignment when you create it, but you can also change it after the fact. Many people choose to make assignments worth 1 point to avoid the pitfalls mentioned previously. But now this leads you to another choice. Are you going to return the incomplete work with a score of 0 out of 1 or with no score entered? If you choose to enter a score of 0, this is what your students will see in the Classwork tab. Scores are not shown in the Classwork tab, so this does not look any different than an ungraded assignment being returned. If they expand the assignment and click View Assignment, they will see the same information on the left. But there is now a small score of 0 out of 1 under the title. In the View Your Work tab, this assignment is still in the returned category, but there's now a score of 0 out of 1 instead of a check mark. The final option we'll explore is returning the work with no score, leaving that blank. If you do that, scores are still not shown in the Classwork tab, but the assignment has returned to blue. Blue indicates to the students that the work is incomplete. If they click on the assignment title, it now says missing instead of graded. In the View Your Work tab, this assignment is now in the missing category with all other incomplete work. Returning a graded assignment with no score attached gives students the most visual clues that their work was not accepted. Let's take one more look at the difference between your three options. If you return an ungraded assignment because it is not actually completed, it will return the assignment to the returned work with a check mark. If you return a graded assignment with a score of 0 because it is not actually completed, it will return the assignment to the returned work with a score of 0. If you return a graded assignment with no score because it is not actually completed, it will return past due assignments to missing or upcoming assignments to assigned. I hope that helps you decide the best option for your classroom.